This might be controversial, but I truly believe the body positivity movement is confusing us all. And what I mean by that is I think it's focusing on the wrong things. And even when their core values, I think, are really valuable, and I believe their intentions are really, really good, I think it's giving people a tool to hide something that's actually important that they address. When it comes to body positivity, what we've been taught by social media in the last handful of years is that you need to love yourself, you need to love your body no matter how you look, no matter how you feel. And even when I believe there's a lot of value into understanding that the way you look, the way you feel, the things that you do are not exactly who you are, and you should love yourself for who you are, I think that has tremendous value. But when it comes to your physique, when it comes to your body, I think there's some limits. And those limits are marked, in my opinion, by the things that you would like to do that you cannot do, and most importantly, by health. And what I mean by this is, yes, depending on who you live and depending on your upbringing, and even depending on the time period that you are living, the beauty standards are going to be different. And I understand that the body positivity movement, it's all against these beauty standards and being like, hey, I don't need to look the way you told me to do because I can look the way I want to look. And that's completely fine. And I think that's totally valuable. The problem is when that gives the feeling that you can be unhealthy, that you can be putting yourself at risk, and that to be okay. Now, here's the thing. If you're 10 pounds overweight, if you have some fat, if you don't look like a fitness model, if you don't look like the beauty standards of your place, time, context, that's okay. Like I mentioned, there's nothing really when it comes to beauty standards. You can just look however you want to look. Now, the moment your health is affected, the moment those around you are affected by you not being able to perform, or you not being able to be the best version of yourself, or you not being able to do certain things. Like if you're a father and your kids know that you're not going to be able to work to play with them because you're so tired after work, then that's way beyond the body positivity. That's way beyond the way you look. It's more about how you perform. It's about you having a body that you can utilize and that you can give to others, give to those loved ones, so they can enjoy you, right? If you are at a point where you're literally putting your health at risk, you're pre-diabetic, you're starting to have some heart conditions, concerns, any other type of disease that might be related to the weight, then that's not body positivity anymore. Trying to love a body that it's doing harm to you, it's not loving yourself. And I think that's what the body positivity movement has all the way around. It's like, if you love yourself, which is what they're preaching, and I believe is really valuable, I believe you should be trying to be in your body for as long as you can. And in order to be in your body for as long as you can, in order to be healthy, in order to stay around, sometimes you need to do something about the weight. Now, again, I'm going back to what I was saying. It's not about you having a six-pack. It's not about you looking toned. It's not about you being able to take your shirt off with confidence, even when you know that my channel is all about helping men over 30 take their shirt off with confidence, right? It's about not being sick. It's about being healthy. It's about being able to perform. So if you're someone who has a little bit of fat, who just don't look to the standards of today's society, but is healthy, you feel incredible, you feel good, you have energy, then in those situations, the body positivity movement of I don't care how I look makes total sense. Go for it. Like, of course. Why should you be trying to meet somebody else's expectations of how you have to look? Of course, just look the way you want to look. Now, the problem is when the situation that you're in, you just don't have a control over it. A lot of people, and I see this day in and day out, use this body positivity movement as a shield to not address the real problem that's going on their lives. In some cases, that's a problem that can lead to disease. That's a problem that can take them away from their loved ones. That's a problem that can hold them back on doing the things that they really want to do. And they're just not taking the responsibility because now there's something out there called body positivity that's empowering them and saying, hey, this is my body and I love it the way it is. It's like, yo, there's a complete different thing to love who you are, to love yourself, and to understand being 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight, it's a risk. It's putting yourself at risk. It's putting those that you love at risk. I think body positivity is really, really good when you focus it the right way. When you focus it on, I am in a body that I feel great in, that I don't have any concerns whatsoever when it comes to my health. And mind you, like, depending on the person, we might be looking at someone who's 20, 25, 30 pounds overweight, and they're in that situation. Like, if you're 20, 25, 30 pounds overweight and you feel great, you have the energy to do everything you need to do, and you like the way you look, by all means, stay that way. You don't need to meet any standards, but you need to really be true to yourself and really make an honest assessment and ask you, is this really it? Do I really feel great? Am I really able to do all the things that I want to do? Do I really love the way I look? Because if the answer is yes, then you're set. But if the answer is no, then you need to do something about it, because it's only your responsibility. No one can come to save you. No one can come to do anything for you in that sense, because your body is your responsibility. If you get something out of this video, out of this episode, is please do not use body positivity as a shield not to address your situation, and be brutally honest. Because you can lie to me. Like, if I ask you, you can lie to me, you can tell me whatever it might be, but late at night when you're in your bed and you're alone with your thoughts, you know exactly what's going on. Do an honest assessment, figure out where you are, and if you're not in a position where you feel incredible, you love the way you look, and you're able to do everything you want to look, fuck body positivity, get to work, get to that place where you can feel incredible, do the things that you want to do, and love the way you look, and maintain that idea of the way I look, the way I feel, the body that I have is not who I am. Regardless of which situation you are, I believe you should always love who you are, or at least be working towards doing it. Don't let other people tell you that you need to love your body the way it is if the body is not serving you. Because at the end of the day, we only have one body. You're only gonna live in this body for the rest of your life, and if I were you, I would try to live in it for as long as I could. Hopefully the point came across. I know this is a controversial topic, but I think it's really sad to see people who are clearly suffering some of these holdbacks. People who are not able to do many things, people who are pre-diabetic or even diabetic, that they're putting their lives at risk. It is sad for me to see them not confronting what's going on, because I know these same people could be in a much better position health-wise, performance-wise, if they just took action. And instead of looking for excuses of this is how it's supposed to be, they did a honest assessment and figured, okay, well, if I want to be here for 20, 30, 40, 50 years after today, I might need to do something about it, regardless of if the body positivity movement. I don't know how people are gonna see this video, but that was a message that I wanted to share, because I believe that you should love yourself regardless of how you are. But you should also be aware of what's going on in your body, and you gotta take action. If you're not where you wanna be, if you're not where you need to be, you gotta take action, you gotta do something about it. So hopefully, if someone is listening to this and in that situation, this message helped you. And if you enjoy the content, if you think this can help someone, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it to someone who might benefit from it. I'll talk to you guys in the next video next week.